Hello kids. Today we'll start with a new topic, that is revolution of the earth. So in last class we have studied about the rotation of the earth. So let's recap what we have studied. So the spinning motion of the earth on its axis. So axis is a imaginary line. It is called the rotation. So spinning of the earth on its axis, on its place, is called rotation. So this rotation will causes the day and night on the earth. So the portion of the earth facing to the sun as day and portion facing away from the sun as night. So the portion of the sun facing to the sun as day and portion of the earth facing away from the sun as night. So as the earth rotates, the day and night follows each day. So rotation causes day and night. So earth completes one rotation around its axis in 24 hours. So that is why one day and one night are of 24 hours. So let us learn about the revolution of earth. In today's class we will learn about the revolution of earth. So you know that the spinning motion of the earth on its axis is called rotation. So the spinning motion of the earth on its axis is called rotation. So earth also moves around the sun. Not only moves in its place, it moves around the sun in fixed path. It is called the orbit. So orbit is a fixed path. So earth revolves around the fixed path. It is called as orbit. So this movement of the earth is known as a revolution of earth. So when the earth moves around the sun in a fixed path called orbit, this movement of the earth is called a revolution of the earth. So how many days it takes to complete one revolution? So it takes 365 days, means 1 year, to complete one revolution. So this revolution of the earth gives us different seasons. There, you all know that there are different seasons. What is the reason for this season? As this revolution of the earth will gives us the different seasons. So the summer, winter and autumn and spring are the season which is caused due to the revolution of the earth. So while revolving around the sun, the earth is tilted to one side. So as you can see in these pictures, when this earth move around the sun, it is tilted to one side. So tilted means it is sloped to one side. It is not straight, right? It is sloped to the side. So off portion of the earth that is still towards the sun gets long hour of sunlight. So you can see here, this is tilted towards the sun. This is the portion of the earth. So this portion of the earth get long hour of sunlight. But this portion of the earth gets less hour of sunlight. So the portion of the earth which gets more hour of sunlight as summer. So the portion of the earth which has less hour of sunlight as winter. So the off of the earth that is tilted towards the sun gets long hour of sunlight as summer, and the off that which is tilted away from the sun as less hour of sunlight and as winter. So while revolving around the sun, the earth is tilted towards one side. It is not straight. So the off of the earth which is tilted towards the sun gets long hour of sunlight and as summer. The off that which is tilted away from the sun has less hour of sunlight as winter. So when the north pole, this is north pole and this is south pole. So when the north pole is tilted towards the sun, this is north pole, this is tilted. So this is sloped to the sun, tilted towards the sun. The south pole is tilted away from the sun. So you can see and on June. So the north pole is tilted towards the sun, but the south pole is away from the sun. So at this time the northern hemisphere has summer and the southern hemisphere has winter. When the earth comes to this place, the south pole, this is a south pole, is tilted towards the sun. So you can see in this picture, the south pole is tilted towards the sun and the north pole is away from the sun. So you can see here the sunlight, but in north pole there is no sunlight. So therefore the south pole as summer and the northern hemisphere as winter at this time. So when the earth is in this place on June 21st, you can see here the north pole is tilted towards the sun. So the northern hemisphere experience summer. So southern hemisphere is away from the sun. So southern hemisphere as winter. When comes to this place, the southern hemisphere as sunlight. So southern hemisphere have summer and here the northern hemisphere have winter. So in March and September, you can see here in March and September, both the poles are at an equal distance from the sun. So when comes to this place and this place, the poles, both the northern poles and the southern poles are in equal distance. So it is called as equinox. So in this month, so therefore in March, the northern hemisphere has spring and the southern hemisphere is autumn. When comes to September 23rd, the northern hemisphere has autumn and southern hemisphere has spring. So when comes to these two places, the earth poles are at an equal distance. So this is called as equinox. It is equal distance. So therefore when it is summer in India, it is winter in Australia, and when it is autumn in India, spring in Australia. Thus, the revolution of the earth and its tilted axis causes the season. So, what causes the season? The revolution of the earth, and its tilted axis will causes the seasons.